What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only, Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,700 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this is possible without you guys, so I thank you so very, very much. And yes, it is the 1st of November, my darlings. Yes, it's the holiday season. You know we got to get some food cooking, but you got to make sure you got your sweets ready too. So I've got my good friend, one of my favorite, and one of the sweetest persons in the whole wide universe, not just because she makes the most decadent and just delicious and wonderful treats. It's just because she's just a big sweetheart. I am talking the founder and CEO of Delysia Chocolates, the wonderful Nicole Patel. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thanks for joining us.
I can't believe it's already the fall. Can you imagine? I don't know where the year has gone.
The year has just flown away from us. Insanity. So, Nicole, for people that haven't checked out some of the other shows, what is Delysia? How did you guys start?
Absolutely. So I am the owner and chocolatier of Delysia Chocolatier. We're just named one of the best chocolatiers in the Americas. Mm-hmm. Really proud of this. Is our 8th year in a row receiving that honor. I actually am an engineer by degree. I have a master's in engineering and decided that I would start making chocolates as gifts for my husband to take into the office one year for Christmas. I was pregnant with my oldest. And he came home and asked, I need gifts. Can you help me? And I didn't have the energy to go shopping, and I thought at the time, well, I'll just make something, which looking back at that just seems absolutely insane. But that's how the first batch of truffles were made. And that's kind of how that little bug about Delysia started to come to fruition. We launched the business in 2008, and we just celebrated this past October our 13th year in business. And I just cannot believe where the years have gone. I feel like we just started yesterday. Yeah. And our vision is all about unique experiences through chocolate.
Well, congratulations on that 13th year anniversary. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Definitely big news. And I just love your chocolates just because they're homemade and they're the flavors that you guys come up with, I've never seen in a store before. I've never seen a chocolate comprised like how you guys make your chocolates. And it's a labor of love. I tell people all the time, Delysia means love. It's a love language.
Thank you. It definitely, every single box is an experience in of itself. Get a nice glass of wine, sit down with friends and family you love, and just have a good time over a box of chocolates. Doesn't get any better than that.
Absolutely. So, okay, we're going to jump into one of the other things that I really love about you guys is all the themed chocolates that you guys have year round. So there's always new chocolates, there's always new themes, and the flavors are absolutely just mind-boggling. And I just want to jump into this new gift guide, this 2021 gift guide that you guys have, so people can be getting this stuff for the holidays before you sell out, because you often do sell out of those delicious chocolates, Nicole.
That's very true. We do. We have quite a few limited edition collections that we only make a certain amount of, and once they're gone, they're gone.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
So for Thanksgiving, we are launching a Thanksgiving Hostess collection. Leave the baking to us. Bring a unique box of chocolates to Thanksgiving dinner that's inspired by an American Thanksgiving meal. So flavors like sweet potato casserole and cranberry sauce and apple pie and caramelized stuffing. It's just, you don't even have to bake anything. Or it's the perfect little after dessert treat with a cup of coffee. Yeah. So really, really excited about that. Adorn your Thanksgiving table with a gold chocolate turkey, which are so adorable.
They're so cute. Chocolate. I saw them. They're adorable.
They're my absolute favorite thing to make, and they taste even better. Just think salted toffee, caramel, and solid chocolate. Like if you haven't had a chance to try gold chocolate, this is the way to definitely do it. Amazing talking point, and they're just so adorable on the Thanksgiving table. So those are perfect for your Thanksgiving and fall celebrations. And then, of course, all of the products for Christmas. We have something for everyone on your shopping list. You can one-stop shop, just our website, Delysia.com.
Absolutely. So, all right. So the next product that I want us to get into a little bit, because all of these products, I'm glad that I got to steal you for a little bit, because I know you're in the, you're there in the factory, you're moving and shaking. So I appreciate the time that you stepped away now from making chocolates to chat with me.
Of course.
But the next one is the Advent Calendar collection. Tell us about that one.
So every year we launch an Advent calendar, and every year it's a different theme. And so this year it is a travel across the globe in December. So each day is inspired by a traditional cuisine, holiday dish in a different country across the world. And so you can travel to countries like Germany and Ghana and Russia and England and Ethiopia. And we'll have an even add-on to that, to where not only do you have the chocolates to taste, you can go to our website, and we send a newsletter every day that will give you a little bit of the behind, a little bit of the history into the particular tradition, as well as a description of the flavor and some recipes. So I thought this was a wonderful way just to celebrate the diversity of the world. Everyone has a little bit different ways to celebrate the winter holidays, whether it's Christmas or, solstice or different celebrations. So we thought that was a really wonderful way to learn and kind of broaden our understanding of cultures across the world.
Yes. So, Nicole, as you guys are sitting down, I'm assuming, several times a year to figure out the different themes, like, how do you guys narrow them down? Because I'm sure that you always have different ideas and everyone wants input on them. How do you settle down for one or two themes? Because every time you guys come out with something, it sounds fresh and it sounds delicious.
It's definitely hard. It's very challenging. I will say that we probably have lists that could carry us through for the next 2 or 3 holidays.
Oh, wow.
Maybe not everything's solidified, but,
Yeah.
We'll just start brainstorming ideas. It may be that I'm watching a show on TV, or my kids are learning something in school. I saw an ingredient at the grocery store. Kind of inspiration from everywhere. And then we grab onto that and we build something around it. And sometimes we'll scrap ideas.
Yeah.
This Advent calendar, we probably went through 5 or 6 different iterations to get it right and to get it perfect and have it really tell that message and share that experience that we want everyone to have as they're enjoying the chocolate.
Gotcha. So the next collection that I want to go into, because all of them sound great, and I'm just watering at my mouth, just oh my gosh, it sounds so good. If I could lick this page to get some of this flavor, I'd do it, Nicole. Is the Nutcracker collection, the chocolate truffles collection. 16 pieces. Oh gosh.
Yes. This is one of those creations that not only came to be because of the flavors, but then just the designs. Through and through, everything is completely custom. We worked with an artist to design the tops of the truffles to show the Nutcracker and the ballerina and the Mouse King and the trees, and then just really took that inspiration into the flavors from the story of the Nutcracker. I grew up in the Northeast, Washington, D.C., and we would go to the Kennedy Center and see plays and musicals all the time. I was in bands, and just, the Nutcracker has a special place in my heart. And so I thought, what better way to celebrate that than in a box of chocolates? And so I think that this is definitely a very luxurious experience, from the flavors of Lebkuchen, with anise and white chocolate and raisins and pineapple, just paying homage to Germany, where the Nutcracker originates from. Not the Nutcracker ballet, but the Nutcracker itself originates from. And then, Russian tea cakes for the Mouse King, paying homage to where the ballet itself comes from. So just each flavor has a story associated with it.
It sounds awesome, awesome, awesome. I gotta have a really tall glass of water or maybe some almond milk when I go to town on this stuff here, Nicole. Because this stuff, oh my gosh, I'm like, you know what? Sugar is nothing, not a friend of mine. Okay, I digress. I digress. All right, the next collection is the Winter Wonderland collection. Where did that come into play?
This actually came from just a summer trip to Aspen. And it's funny that something for winter would come out of a summer trip, but we would go every year to the Aspen Food and Wine Classics. And my boys grew up there. That was their summer trip. They know Aspen and that mountain region like the back of their hand. And from very young age, they really enjoyed it. And we are not wealthy enough to celebrate and visit there in the winter.
Naturally.
So we always think about, right. So we have to sell a lot more chocolate. We always would think about, I wonder what it's like here in the winter because it's so gorgeous in the summer. It's just hard to believe that it would be even better. Right. And so that thought and that story and the Alpine Escape and just this winter wonderland really is what built the inspiration for this particular box. It actually started last year as a virtual tasting that we did called the Cabin Classics. And then I love the designs that we selected for that. And I was like, this next year is going to be a 16-piece box. And so that's where how this came to be. Just flavors, just think cuddling up with a loved one by the fire, reading a book, sipping on a glass of hot toddy, or maybe a peppermint mocha if that's your beverage of choice, spiced campfire muffins out and, outside cooking outdoors. Or, it doesn't get any better than chocolate fondue with strawberries and bananas.
You can't. I don't understand how else you can spend the wintertime without some Delysia in the house. You can't do it. It's not possible. I refuse.
Exactly.
Now, also, I wanted to talk about just the design for this one. It's absolutely incredible. Is this the same artist that's been basically doing all the illustrations on the chocolates?
We have a couple different artists that we'll work with that are, and vendors that we'll work with to come up with different designs. And so it kind of varies. Sometimes we'll send them a picture of just, an inspiration or something we saw online or an image we saw someone take. And we'll be like, you know what, that would be really cool if we could take that and make it abstract.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so the next collection... And this is a holiday exclusive, people. So this means it's not going to be around for all of winter. So this is the Taste of Winter collection. Tell us about this one. Now this one's got way more stuff to it, and this is a Christmas tree miracle right here. Everything on this list.
Yes. This is 9 different chocolate truffles. And this is inspired by when I think of Christmas, whether it's celebrating with my kids or with my husband, or just when I was a child celebrating with my parents and my brother, like one of the things that immediately come to mind, my boys would always make a gingerbread house and, decorate that. That was our Christmas Eve tradition. And they always get peppermint drinking chocolate Christmas morning. You would think living in a house with a chocolatier that they would be eating sweets all the time, and actually we are way too busy that we very seldom have chocolate in our house. But Christmas morning always has a full chocolate spread. I'm Italian, so growing up I remember lots of things infused with lots of cookies and baked goods infused with anise and figs. So just flavors that when I think of the holidays that immediately come to mind. And so those are all in this one chocolate box, 9 different chocolate truffles.
I like it. And again, this is a limited edition. This is a holiday exclusive box. So when they sell out, you guys don't be, I don't want to get the emails. Oh, Ash, can you ask Nicole? No. Go to Delysia.com and get your boxes early. Because they are going to sell out. That's for certain. And then, so we've got the Texas style boxes. So that one is celebrate the holidays Texas style.
We have a gentleman that comes to us every year for Christmas and asks for us to put together gift boxes for his employees. And last year he wanted some stuff for Christmas and he wanted some items that were Texas. And my husband, I remember my husband was at the kitchen with me helping, and it was a very long Christmas because with COVID we were hosting virtual tastings as well as our business just took off, which was great. And so we're sitting down for a moment to take a break in between packing up shipping boxes, and he was like, "Why have you never done a Texas themed Christmas box?" And I was like, I don't know, I never thought about it, And so that's how this came to be. So we spent the past summer kind of thinking about what are all the things when you think of Christmas here in Texas, and what are the things we wish we could have, because we don't get a white Christmas here.
Yeah.
We got a white Valentine's Day this past year, but that's a rare occasion. But so what are all those things that we wish we could have and we'd love to have here in Texas, and it's all in one very large Christmas box, as large as the state of Texas.
I love it. Absolutely love it. And something also that is very unique that you guys do is you have these very exquisite, very exclusive selection of drinking chocolates. So this is the chocolate drink, my darlings. If you hear me right, they've got these exclusive drinking chocolates, and you guys have these year round, but also, like your chocolates, they also have a limited edition or seasonal selections, as you guys would say. You guys have seasonal collections. So what are these 3 seasonal flavors this year, Nicole?
Absolutely. So these are European-style drinking chocolates, and we have for the holidays a pumpkin spice drinking chocolate, a gingerbread drinking chocolate, and a peppermint drinking chocolate. So these are not like your Swiss Miss. These are
No.
boil the chocolate, boil the milk on the stove, add the chocolate, like stir it slowly, let it simmer, and make it as thick consistency as you want. So, when we think of European drinking chocolate, we always think of like the ones where you almost need the spoon to enjoy it, and it's definitely a delicacy. One of these little tins, 9-ounce tins, makes about a gallon to a gallon and a half of drinking chocolate mix. So great for your little Christmas morning. That's what my boys have. They have peppermint drinking chocolate every Christmas, unless the oldest convinces me ghost pepper is the choice that he wants that year. But they're actually really good with maybe just a little bit of whiskey added to them. Maybe, some butter whiskey or something else, just to add a little bit extra warmth to it. So definitely recommend for the holiday celebrations.
Absolutely. So again, you guys need to go and check out the site, Delysia.com. Nicole, as always, it is a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you for popping in, dropping in on us.
My pleasure, absolutely.
I don't know how many other founders I can get or CEOs of major companies during the holidays that I can just snatch up like this. So I really appreciate you.
Oh, my pleasure. It was a nice break.
Oh, my goodness. I love that. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love, all of your support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.